Kenny Scharf has continued to show over the years, and in this exhibition at the Kasmin Gallery in Chelsea, he has proven again to be the ambassador of pop. With his now-grown daughters by his side, he shows work that demonstrates, in his words, his ambivalence, his love-hate relationship with American culture.
As an artist, what do you think of Kenny's work?
I think it's fantastic. I think he's developed over he's got 20 years of experience in art. He's taken, sort of pop imagery, collaging it together, sort of giving us ideas about, our lives now and what's kind of what we're looking at, what we're facing.
Do you think he's poking fun at the American culture?
Oh, absolutely. I think most of this is. It's all American kitsch work. It's all American icons. We're looking at, housewives and TV dinners. Tires.
Do you think, is there a dark side to Kenny?
I would say so. I don't think anyone could do this kind of work without having a dark side. I would call it dark humor, though.
Dark humor.
Yeah, it's sort of, it's poking fun, but in a dark, humorous way.
Okay, so it's not just fun, but it's also serious.
I think he's making a statement. I think he's saying something about Americana, our capitalism, consumption, overconsumption.
It is happy, but yet there is a cynicism to it.
Because it's so.
Well, there is in a way, because we live in a bit of a culture of chewing gum and tra-la-la, and it's obviously not the case. So I think there's also a thing of where he depicts a bit of that, where, let's see, what was the gas price? $1.40. You see, he already indicated what's going to happen.
Do you think he's a serious artist?
Yes, I do. He's a very important. I think for a lot of. The lightness. It's
positive?
a great it's a positive reflection.
I see.
But serious art. What is serious art? What do you have to look at something and have to look and see the very hard detail? No. We do, you don't always. Art needs to move you, and this moves you.
I've loved it since I first saw it in about 1981, I think, in New York, and I've just always been attracted to it. It just evolves and evolves and gets deeper and deeper, and his I would say, his language is always there, but the paintings just get richer and richer. Yeah.
And what about his imagery? Do you find it to be interesting, engaging?
I think he makes us love what we are. I think this is American.
Makes us love what we are.
Yeah, this is American imagery. I come from St. Louis, Missouri, and often, as I look at these paintings, I think of things from my childhood. Tang. The astronauts. It evokes so much. Not just advertising. I say it departs from advertising. It's almost beyond that. It's like he's taking the product as something that, to me, is comforting as opposed to being something sold to me. I feel like he likes them the way I like them because we all grew up on them. Velveeta was the only cheese where I came from. So.
Now, do you think he's making a commentary on our consumer culture and the abundance of stuff that we have around us?
He might be, but I think he's also saying that it's something to be proud of. I don't think consumer critiques have to be negative. I think in the end we are what we are. This is the world we've made, and I think, like Warhol, he probably embraces it, in my opinion. I don't think it's an attack. I think it's a love letter.
I love it. It's my history. I grew up with this stuff, and I'm probably the same age as he is, maybe even a little bit older. So, I grew up with all this stuff, I went through a phase of where all I wore were cowboy boots, and I've been to Denny's and all those gas stations and smoked cigarettes, and it's feel-good painting.
Do you think art should do that?
Absolutely. And I think art should be funny, too. And his work is funny. And, there's elements of, like historical, events, and, there's a whole history of art in the paintings. Salvador Dali and psychedelic work, and it's just lightning, and it's feel-good painting. It is a synthesis of many, many things, and there's things that we've seen before, but it's never been put together in quite this way. And I think it's really his singular energy that makes the paintings his own thing.
He resists the intellectual in his own body. He's He rejects. He takes anti-intellectual pills. With a Kenny Scharf show, you always know when you're coming down the street because you can see the people coming out of the gallery and they all look happy. And they all look great. And they all look a little stoned. And that's how you know where the Kenny Scharf show is. And I think those are wonderful things he gives to our...
Kenny's offering food to the masses. There's a table of donuts over there.
Yes. What do you think his work is about?
It's about living in the USA.
Anything more than that?
Isn't that enough?